but I have not been able, Stugotz, to actually watch any of the games of the 1-5 Nets. I just keep checking in with the Ben Simmons box scores, and I don't see someone who is doing very much in these basketball games. And I have seen a couple of clips of Kyrie Irving getting upset because it seems like Ben Simmons won't take the easiest of shots. Ben Simmons did airball a finger roll the other day. Do we have evidence watching this now that this is a short-circuited player? Is there, or is he hasn't played in a long time, and Klay Thompson is here to tell you, hey, wait a minute before you make all of your assessments. It takes a minute to get back in NBA shape when you haven't played for a couple of years.
I mean, look at that last game. He had 9 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds, a steal and a block. Like, that's kind of Ben Simmons' stat line, is it not?
It didn't used to be. It
has been for the last 3 years, but when he came into the league, he was a guy that attacked the basket in transition. That was his sort of method of developing offense was, he didn't shoot, but he was always going at the rim. And the thing that's changed is he has become an appreciably worse free throw shooter. So he doesn't want to shoot free throws. And that completely neuters his ability to be effective as an offensive player. The only benefit of the doubt that you give him is that it's going to take him a second to come back from a year out.
But what I'm asking you, not having seen their games, I'm asking you if there is evidence in his game to suggest that he is not being aggressive because he does not want to shoot free throws. He's not being aggressive because he doesn't want to shoot, period. Are you watching? These are very rare things. We've seen it with Rick Ankiel. We've seen it with Markelle Fultz. It doesn't happen that often where you're watching someone who's climbed to the top 1% of the 1% of competing for dollars in an athletic space, and you see something that you can assess from your seat in the stands, you can clinically diagnose as, oh, that dude's afraid.
He's yet to reach 10 points so far this season. And looking back at his stats, Dan, like he was a guy who was 16 and a half, 17 points a game, went to the line 5 to 6 times a game, and now he's only getting to the line 2.5 times per game. So that would suggest that, I'm not shooting as much. I don't want to take free throws. I'm not good at doing that.
This is where I learned to get out of soccer when I no longer wanted the ball anywhere around me. I was trying to endure. And I was a very young man. Usually this gets weeded out very quickly.
I learned when the games were 0-0. I mean,
I'm with you though, Dan. Like I play in a game on Wednesday nights, the one that Jess says that I'm good at. There are times where I know and I feel it on all of my teammates. Oh, they don't want to give me the ball, and I really don't want it either. And so,
it's so sad.
No, but I think
it's happening with Ben Simmons.
No, you literally get backed into a corner, and so I'm in a corner and I'm trying to figure out what to do, and it can absolutely short circuit you.
Pass him the ball. It's a weeknight league.
But I was on the other team.
But I'm genuinely surprised.
I tried nutmegging him though.
that happens to a professional. That what I feel on a Wednesday night could happen to a professional basketball player who has had success. It doesn't make sense that he's fallen off to this degree or that free throws are that much in his head.
If we've talked with Ricky Williams about this, Stugotz. Ricky Williams felt like he was not somebody. He couldn't tell what it was because society and pressures culturally made him think that he had to be a football player. That's the thing everyone wanted, to be famous and to make a lot of money doing that. And he didn't understand why inside him stirred something that was saying intuitively, this doesn't feel like happiness to you. If Ben Simmons is indeed afraid running around out there, then getting up in the morning's a misery. Because you have to head to a game where you don't actually want the basketball, where your teammates kind of know this about you. They just want you to be aggressive. They see all these physical tools. Man, what a mind bleep that would be to live. And I know everyone thinks they make a lot of money, so who cares, right? My guess is making a lot of money is probably why he's still doing it. But there's a lot of circumstantial evidence here that suggests that this person doesn't quite have the confidence that other people do. And God almighty, in that ecosystem, that's like blood in the water around sharks.
Sure. Yeah.
And the thing that Ben Simmons could have rehabilitated his, perception, his game in a completely unscrutinized atmosphere, but He was part of the trade in which he went to the Brooklyn Nets. If he's playing in Orlando or in Sacramento or for one of these tanking teams in Oklahoma City, like he could be absolutely getting numbers right now. They would give him the ball all the time, but in this pressurized environment where the Nets are 1-5 and people are looking at their roster spend and saying this is where the gap is. This is where if you filled it with a good basketball player who makes $32 to $35 million, we could be a championship contender.
Well, they have
and
that with
instead
James
they're
Harden.
1-5, right?
Well, they had James Harden.
Yeah.
Right. But
And-
Kyrie and KD are such pains in the asses that even James Harden wanted
I think you
out
can
of there.
specify that to Kyrie.
Right. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Like, he's so supremely talented, has all the physical gifts, but his shots per game are down from 12 a game. Took 12 a game. Now he's only taking 5 a game. He's afraid to shoot. He is afraid to shoot. Whether it's the free throw line, whether it's in the course of a normal action of an NBA game, Ben Simmons does not want to shoot the basketball. It's crazy.